Today we're going to talk about Photography 101, how to shoot using a point-and-shoot camera, your iPhone, or a digital SLR, a DSLR camera. I'm going to show you the difference between all of these cameras, some of the functionality within them, how to use the advanced settings, how to take some action pictures, how to take some night pictures, and then also how to work with screen resolution. Start with the iPhone. Everybody's got a camera on their phone these days. This is a 4S. It has the same camera basically as all the newer iPhones, and it has really just your most basic functions. Good things about this camera is this camera has a very wide angle lens, which means you can get a lot in one picture. You can see a lot more actually than you can with a regular point and shoot, and then with your average lens on a digital SLR. Some of the functions that it doesn't have are the ability to control exposure compensation, which is how light or dark your image is. It does have a flash function, but that's really about it. You can zoom on this particular model. If I do that here, the zoom gets very grainy very fast. So it's a very basic camera. In high light, full sunlight scenarios, it's a great picture taker. It takes fantastic color photos. However, if you're in a lower light scenario or if you're trying to get action photos to look still, it's really not going to be very helpful. There are other apps that you can purchase or download for free that take this camera and make it a little bit more like a point and shoot or a DSLR, but those tend to be fairly limited. This is sort of the next step up. This is a point-and-shoot camera. This one is a Nikon Coolpix, and it's a little bit older of a model. It's probably 5 or 6 years old. You can tell because it's got a tiny screen compared to the models that are out now, and it's a little bit more bulky. But the functions on these cameras are basically universal. The buttons might be in different places. You might have to access different functions different ways, but they're all going to be there. We're going to cover all of those settings here in a moment. Lastly, this is a digital SLR camera, also called a DSLR. And this is a Canon EOS Rebel T1i. It's a little bit older of a camera. This video tutorial is actually being filmed with T3Is, which have even more functionality than this camera. The thing to note though, this is like a traditional SLR camera. Except it's digital.